Hello, folks. It's Friday. You know what that means. Current event time. Happy Friday, everyone. Schools across the state have begun distance learning this week. Schools will be held remotely until May 4th this spring. So far, Upsala schools have been off to a great start. Hang in there and keep plugging away at those assignments. Our first story today comes straight from the Colonel. KFC has suspended their Finger Looking Good campaign amid coronavirus fears. The fast food chain announced it would suspend an advertising campaign focused on its famous Finger Looking Good motto amid the coronavirus crisis. According to the Independent Advertising Standards Authority, the self-regulatory agency focused on the British advertising industry, and they received 163 complaints about the UK-based television ads that started running in February. Our team in the UK didn't feel like it was the right time to be airing this particular advertisement, so they've decided to pause it for now. A KFC spokesman told the Daily News Monday evening. Don't touch your face, folks. Our second story concerns pets. Pet adoptions are way up amid the coronavirus crisis, even with shelters closed to the public. Like everyone else forced to improvise in the face of an unprecedented crisis, America's animal shelters are coming up with creative ways to stay open so they can continue pairing pets and people. Americans are rushing, well, not to their shelters, but to their phones and laptops to check out available pets, to donate money and supplies, to share the word on social media about rescuing homeless balls of furry fun. At the Wisconsin Humane Society, they had so many new foster parents sign up, 400, in just a few days that it briefly crashed the website, says Angela Speed, Vice President for Communications. Within 5 days, she says, the shelters were cleared out with 159 animals adopted and 160 in foster care. Over the past week, we have seen nearly 70% increase in animals going into foster care through our New York City and Los Angeles foster programs. Compared to the same time period in 2019, says Birdshocker, people stepped up in a huge way. We all recognize that animals are a source of comfort, love, and stress reduction in a chaotic, unprecedented time, Speed says. And I say that as I'm sitting with my dog on the couch. I love this story. An Australian astrophysicist has been admitted to a hospital after getting 4 magnets stuck up his nose in an attempt to invent a device that stops people from touching their faces during the coronavirus outbreak. Dr. Daniel Reardon, a research fellow at the Melbourne University, was building a necklace that sounds an alarm on facial contact when the mishap occurred on Thursday night. The 27-year-old astrophysicist who studies pulsars and gravitational waves said he was trying to liven up the boredom of self-isolation with the 4 powerful neodymium magnets. As I was pulling downwards to try to remove the magnets, they clipped onto each other and I lost my grip. And those 2 magnets ended up in my left nostril while the other one was in my right. At this point, I ran out of magnets. Before attending the hospital, Reardon attempted to use pliers to pull them out, but they became magnetized by the magnets inside his nose. At the hospital, a team of 2 doctors applied an anesthetic spray and removed the magnets manually from Reardon's nose. Medical records from the emergency department said that Reardon did not have difficulty breathing and denied the presence of further magnets up his nose. The astrophysicist told The Guardian Australia he had ruled out further experiments with magnets and face touching and would find other ways to pass the time while at home. In sports, the iconic Grandma's Marathon in Duluth was canceled this week. It was announced Tuesday that the event would no longer be taking place this year, citing health concerns. Some participants were upset that the entry fees would be converted to a donation, but hey, it's all for a good cause. That's it for this week. As always, have a great weekend and keep being awesome.